Hey yo, good evening UK time. Uprooted Artist is right here, right now, on the 22nd of December. The background noise that you can hear is my washing machine because I have to clean my clothes and I have to wash the clothes and get ready for the new year. Everyone's getting ready for Christmas, but me, I'm excited for January to come because, let's face it, sometimes you have enough of something, and I've had enough of 22. Bring on 23. Let's do this all day, every day. So, how was your day today? What are you up to? Are you buying presents? Are you getting ready for the new year? Are you with your family and friends? Are you on your own this Christmas? Around this time of year, there is a lot of loneliness, and you know, some people like to reflect on the year. Some people may feel like they haven't done enough. But let me tell you something. Society, you see that word society? I'm trying to get rid of the word because like society is a big entity in itself. But it's a word that everyone understands. We understand the word society and the structures that are in place, and how the government, you know, they have a ruling place. You know, where's the money gonna go? Where's the health gonna go? Where's the support gonna go? What communities are gonna get supported? What's gonna happen with the housing, the students, education, food poverty, educational poverty, living costs, everything. They have the power, right? But it's not just your government. It's not just the government that's in your country, or you know, your country, your place, your space, there's countries and there's the other one. I forgot the name, but anyway, we'll come back again. This is not scripted, by the way. So I'm live. Hello everybody. How are you today again? So it's like the people feel as though they haven't got no power, but guess what? We have power. The power is changing our mindset and, you know, looking within and realising that the power is the people. They say, hey, let's go on the people party. Listen, I don't understand everything about politics. I don't really get it all. But I'm learning. I'm learning and learning and learning. But, you know, sometimes we've got to take the opportunities in our own hands and create the ideal world that we would like to live in. There's some things we can't get rid of. We can't get rid of, you know, death. We can't get rid of death. That's always going to be there. You know, some people have medical problems. Some people contract medical problems. Like our babies getting this strep situation. We see with that situation a lot of education on how to look after our kids is not available, or you know, people feel like the government is responsible for our children when we are responsible for our kids. We are responsible, if you are a parent or a carer, or however, if you work in a school, you are responsible on finding out how else we can look after our kids. We cannot rely on the NHS. The NHS is there, but it's like, if we're having difficulty getting in contact with the NHS, with our doctors, getting into the A&E, getting seen, we have to find other ways of supporting ourselves. There's other ways. And I'm not saying that rely on yourself entirely, but have knowledge, get the knowledge, gain the knowledge to be able to look after your children, look after your family, look after the older ones. How do we look after the elderly? We don't look after the elderly like we used to back in the day. We need to find a way. But a big distraction is having the money, not having the money, having the energy, not having the energy, having the knowledge, not having the knowledge. Being in society where it's easier for us to be separated and not be united together. We're all separated. And a lot of the separation is illusion. A lot of the separation is not real. It's not real, you know. Since I've become self-employed, which has been a while, been a freelancer, I haven't really put my all into it, so I'm not where I need to be, but I've got all these skills and the connections and the people that I know that I can work with as a freelance artist. I've also realised that I can develop my own programs and get my own funding and put it out there to the communities that I feel need it. So my practice is a lot to do with mindfulness and people knowing who they are, knowing who you are as one person, not as a group of people. There's that thing called, stereotype, where we're always stereotyping people and we think that we know what people are like because of a stereotype. And it's all BS, it's all rubbish. Stereotypes are only there for the government. Divide and conquer. They're there for the government to put us in categories, It's all about money. But stereotypes and the media and society has the control over people. But unless we wake up and say, shake off all that control and stand up for ourselves, then there's more people than there is government, There's more of the civilians than there is of the government, We can say we are the pagans of the land. Or the peasants, or whatever they want to call it. So, there's ways that we can all communicate with each other, communicate with your little area, your community that you're living in. So community is not a race. A community can be, we live on that street, that's our community. We're from that area, that's our community. It's not a race. Everyone that's in that community should be able to support each other. The ones that want to support each other. If there's more than one person wanting a certain goal, the power of more than one will create change. Right now, I'm looking at food poverty and how there's some people that can't afford certain, I won't say luxuries, but food. And they don't know how to grow their own food. There's a lot of miseducation people in the land of the UK that live in the cities. There are groups such as Primary, where I work, that are working with other community groups to look at food poverty. Now, we are Primary. That space is absolutely amazing. We talk about community, sustainability, gardening, herbalism, art. I don't know if you can hear all that. My washing machine is vibrating, literally. These washing machines are so funny, man. They make me laugh. You can feel it through the whole house. So yeah, I'm going to actually sort out a program where, you know, you give away seeds and boxes and soil to, you know, families that go to the food, the food banks. You give them seeds and stuff to grow their own food, like potatoes. We're always eating potatoes. So if you're from the UK, we love potatoes. We love jacket potatoes, we love crisps, we love chips, chip cobs, mashed potato, potato curry, potato cake. But I think it's so important that we have the knowledge of growing our own food. I think that a lot of food poverty is to do with knowledge, you know? How do we eat healthy when it's easy to go to McDonald's? Or how can we produce that kind of food at home? You know? How do we do that? Where do we do that? Where does it start? Where does the education start? It starts at school. So it would be amazing if I created a campaign and the schools got involved as well. But schools know, they know what child is in poverty. They know what families are in poverty. They know just by looking at how the child is dressed and how they come in, and whether they come into school hungry in the morning, you know? Oh God. Right, it's nearly finished. But anyway, I hope you can hear me because my washing machine's going off. Right? But yeah, it all starts from knowledge. It all starts from knowledge. We can have all the money in the world or have no money, but still have the knowledge to grow our own food. Start a revolution where we all have a grocery store in our garden. That's important, you know. But I am going to come off this because you can't hear me. You can't hear me, so I'm going to say bye and out. Uprooted Artist is out. Bye.